Janelle with All Eyes on Who. I'm here with Mona Scott Young. Now, Mona, I have to give you your accolades because we're in the same age group. We don't need to say where, but I
we're up there.
you know, most people know you from your Love and Hip Hop, but I know about the careers that you're responsible for with Violator.
Yes.
How did you segue into this reality thing? Because it's huge.
Well, I didn't necessarily set out to segue into reality. It was more about segueing into television, and reality just happened to be where my first stop. And it seemed to take me a minute to get out of that because of the show's popularity. But for me, it was about diversifying and growing. When I left Violator a few years back and started Mona Me Entertainment, I certainly wanted to pursue some of my own personal passions and the things that I wanted to do, television always having been one of those things. And I set about developing shows and pitching them to networks. And the Love and Hip Hop franchise started out as something a little different. It was a show that they were doing about Jim Jones.
Right.
But we were able to, put together a cast that worked for them in the whole female ensemble world. And the rest is history. It's become very successful. We've got 2 spin-offs. We're in Atlanta. We have the New York show. We also have the Jim and Chrissy show, which starts airing this Monday, as a matter of fact.
So we have to watch that.
Monday the 24th. So it's definitely taken us as much by surprise, I think, as the media. Shows a huge success. I'm extremely grateful for that success. So it's been a wonderful ride.
It's definitely taken on a life of its own.
Absolutely.
Atlanta.
Yes.
Insane. How did you get those characters together? Did you even know that it would be this explosive?
It's interesting because those shows are all about casting. It's all about sitting there, meeting people, hearing about their lives, and getting a sense that there's something about this person. The great thing about the Atlanta cast is that they were very, very open, very honest. They were willing to live their lives openly, which is a key component to making a successful reality show. I don't think, again, that anyone expected it to become so popular, but I think people, they connected with the characters, they connected with their stories, they connected with their lives, and I think that was a big part of why the show was so successful.
Okay. Do you have any other projects coming out other than the reality series?
Well, there are a couple of other shows in the reality genre that I've been working on. I've got another project with VH1 that we're excited about. We're in the pilot stage of that project, and that's
the blogger thing.
Yes, that's set in
the
media world.
Okay.
Yeah, that's set in the media world. So that's a show that I'm very, very excited about. We have a couple of other things with other networks, with Bravo and with Oxygen. Just really telling stories. Telling stories is really what it is for me. A lot of people have issue with Love and Hip Hop and the kinds of stories that we tell, but I believe that those stories are out there. There are people living those lives, and they deserve to have their stories told.
I agree, and I find it entertaining.
Oh, well, there you go.
And obviously, millions of other people.
Millions of people do as well. I always say jokingly that, we're like a pop album. Nobody wants to cop to buying one, but millions of records sold.
I watch it.
So, well, I appreciate
Thank you so
that.
much, Mona.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice night.
You too.